While Homer Floyd made history within the Kansas Jayhawk football program and earned all-conference honors in 1958, Floyd changed the course of Lawrence history by advocating for social justice throughout the entire Lawrence community. We are pleased to present Homer Floyd.
When I hear the name Homer Floyd, I think of a pioneer, a trailblazer, one that set a path in which many can benefit from, and one that I've even benefited from by being a position coach here at the University of Kansas.
He came from Massillon, Ohio, which was one of the foremost high schools in the country in terms of football. On the field, he was a terrific player. He started both ways, led the team in ground gaining, led the team in tackles. He played safety. He was a leader on the team, so he made a tremendous impact on the field. He was the first black co-captain of a KU football team. When we look back at Homer Floyd, we tend to not think, even though he was a tremendous football player, we tend not to think of maybe the football player, but the social activist.
To be able to withstand so much at the time that he played at the University of Kansas from 1956 to 1958, during a time where the Brown versus Board of Education had just passed, what he did is he decided to use his voice, him along with Wilt Chamberlain and some other prominent members, and they fought for different ideas to bring equality for the student athletes and for the people of Lawrence.
He and Ernie and Wilt and Charlie Tidwell, they went to Chancellor Murphy several times. Chancellor Murphy listened to them. They talked about the segregation that was going on in Lawrence, the movie theaters, swimming pools, restaurants, and they had a definite friendly ear in Chancellor Murphy. But they took the initiative. They didn't sit back and wait for something to happen.
Being one of the first to do something, it takes a lot inside for you to have the strength and mental capabilities to make that happen. So Homer Floyd making that path that I wouldn't be walking towards today, if that path wasn't there because of him, I don't know what I'd be doing today to try to spark that plug with the rest of my teammates.
Homer Floyd was a special man, and special people reach out to other special people, and just himself being able to be around guys like Dr. King and making an impact along with Dr. King and being an advocate for change. It was said that when Dr. King was brutally assassinated, that it was a list of names for guys who had done such great service and that he wanted to personally thank, that he did not get the opportunity to thank. But it was found in Dr. King's coat pocket that Homer Floyd's name was one of those. That was a pioneer and that was a king.
Thank you. Thank you for everything you've done for my culture, for my family. You've allowed me to be able to live in Lawrence, Kansas without my mom and dad, who are more than 1,400 miles away, without having to fear my own skin color.
It's bigger than sports. Life is bigger than sports. He was bigger than sports. And he sacrificed with himself and his family to be a voice of change and to show us, to be a pioneer and show us how we can make changes for the future.
I think when you take a look at his life and what he did, it really serves as a beacon for us as to how we should act and how we should be respectful, courteous, and understanding of those that are different from us and those that we don't necessarily agree with.